doing with my group recently is we've been doing these, and I know Pete, you've done things like this before, but the gratitudes. Again, we're doing it for a second week, going through every morning, and so it works. Some people really find it helpful. I personally find it really helpful for myself, but some people don't find it as helpful. But I find sitting down in the morning, first thing, before I've done anything really with the day, writing a list of three kind of gratitudes, or three things that I'm grateful for in the last 14 days has really shifted my mindset really, and my mentality, because it totally just skews your focus towards the positive and towards what's good, rather than waking up and the first thing you get hit by is a wave of all the stuff you've got to do that day and the problems that you've got to deal with. So I've found that really good. I mean, is that something that you do you do that yourself, Pete? I know you've done things like that in the past. I know, certainly.
Yeah. I mean, with the people who I do I've got an online product system. Well, anyway, we talk twice a week, and it's based on like a 4 pillars system, and counting your wins is one of them. So one of there's 4 pillars to it, and one of them is, I mean, I didn't develop this. I've learned this from someone else, and I just use it because I use it for myself. And it's one part of kind of listening to yourself and how you speak to yourself, because there's one of those things that lots of people have said, haven't they? It's like if you let someone else speak to you, how you speak to you, how your subconscious speaks to yourself, you'd punch them in the face, because you're like, that's really horrible, but you get away with doing it yourself, and you do it subconsciously day after day after day, all day long. So there's one part learning the language that you use to do that, but you have to be careful with that, because you can then write loads of stuff down and be like, I'm mental, I'm crazy, me, I'm never going to get past all of this. But then the other 3 parts are kind of building that back up. So it's one part sort of can be a bit negative, but then the other 3 parts are designed to come straight after that and build it back up. So one of those is counting your wins. And you can do it any time you like, or I do it throughout the day as I go. Now I'm like, oh, there's a win, there's a win, there's a win. And you start to realize there's more than you think, because people think they need to hit the slam dunks, don't they? Or the home runs or whatever. And it's like, no, it's just getting consistency in it first. Because apparently 80% of our thoughts subconsciously are negative, or looking for dangers and stuff like that, because we've evolved to do that, haven't we? So it literally writing your wins down. So I do it at night, and then it changes your state of mind of like going to bed. You go to bed in a more positive frame of mind, so you're more likely to sleep because you're not waiting for danger to show up. But it actually literally changes your neurology as well, because it changes it from naturally looking for negative to actually looking for positive. And it really works. Like when people first come into that program, I'm like, count your wins, because it's the easiest thing to do. And that starts to change their outlook on things. And it's like, right now you can start to look at other things, but that's the first one, basically. So you do it as gratitude, you said.
Yeah, right. I've started doing these gratitudes. I mean, I did do it. There was a book that I read a number of years ago now, probably 5 or 6 years ago, called The Miracle Morning. And that was kind of like a morning routine, which had kind of savers, SAVERS, six kind of things. It was quite an involved didn't necessarily need to take very long, but it was a 6-step thing you wake up in the morning and you do. And it was really, really good to do. And I did it for a long time. And like all good things, you stop doing it. You can't remember why you stopped doing it. But the gratitude thing, I find I really like, because I kind of wake up in the morning and just think straight away before anything's happened. So it's not about a win that I've had that day. It's kind of just what am I grateful for, first thing in the morning. Yep. And it just shifts my mind. It just shifts my mindset first thing in the morning. And that's been really, really, really helpful.